All right, let's just jump right in. We all remember Pokemon Go, don't we? That absolute craze back in the summer of 2016. But what if I told you that whole thing, it wasn't really just a game? Turns out it was something way, way bigger. We're going to break down how hunting for cartoon monsters accidentally became one of the biggest AI projects ever. And the craziest part is, none of us had a clue. This quote right here really just nails it. It reframes the entire experience. Think about it. Every single time you were out there, standing in the rain trying to catch a stupid Pidgey, you weren't just playing. You were working. You were doing free data entry for the future robot economy. No pay, no benefits, not even a thank you note. Oh, you remember it, for sure. That summer was wild. It was this collective mania, right? We had people walking into lampposts, wandering into cemeteries at the weirdest hours. It was this hilarious, kind of unhinged shared moment for all of us. But underneath all that charming chaos, something massive was being built, piece by piece. So yeah, let's just call it what it really was. This was the world's largest and, frankly, most successful unpaid internship program in history. And what was the job? To build a map of the world. But not just any map, a map more detailed, more accurate than anything that had ever existed. And guess what? We were all-star employees. Just take a second to really look at that number. 143 million people. That's how many of us thought we were just out there having fun. But in reality, we were a global army of data collectors, mapping our own neighborhoods, our own cities, for a company called Niantic. And the amount of data we handed over, it's just staggering. Niantic has been sitting on over 30 billion images this entire time. I'm not kidding. 30 billion, with a B. Real-world pictures of our streets, our parks, our buildings. And you know, this wasn't some quick cash grab. No. This was a long game. For 8 straight years, while we were all playing, they were quietly and systematically collecting every bit of data, just stacking it up. And only now are they finally revealing what they were building with it all. So how did we actually do this? Well, pretty much every single thing you did in the game was actually a data gathering task. You know when you submitted a photo of a PokéStop? That was data. Use the AR camera to see a Pikachu on your lawn? More data. Every time you scanned a landmark? Yep, data. We documented the whole world from every angle at all times of day in every kind of weather. The kind of stuff a traditional mapping company could only dream of getting. But why? Why collect all this information? Well, the goal was huge. They wanted to solve one of the biggest, most annoying problems in navigation, a problem that has seriously held back the entire field of robotics for decades. They wanted to build a totally new kind of map. So think about the GPS on your phone. We all use it, and we all know it's fine. But in a dense city, it's basically just a suggestion, right? It's been pretty terrible for 30 years. What Niantic built is called a visual positioning system. It doesn't use satellites. It uses all those real-world landmarks we photographed to figure out its location with centimeter-level accuracy. It's the one thing robots actually need to navigate our world properly. The technology that powers all this is called spatial AI. And what it does is actually pretty amazing. It's an AI that can look through a camera at any random street corner, compare what it sees to that giant 3D map that we all built, and know its precise position on the planet down to just a few centimeters. It's an absolutely incredible jump in precision. And you've got to love the irony, right? All of our emotional investment in a little fictional electronic mouse accidentally built the navigation system for our automated future. It's perfect. Okay, I know this might all sound a little bit abstract and sci-fi, so let's bring it back down to earth and look at the very first real-world application. Because this future, it isn't a decade away. It's already here. And, well, it's delivering pizza. That's right. The first beneficiary of this whole project is a fleet of more than 1,000 little delivery bots from a company called Coco Robotics. And get this, they have completely abandoned GPS. They navigate using only the map that we, the Pokémon Go players, built for them. And this isn't just a tiny test run. These bots are already active and rolling down the sidewalks in Los Angeles, Miami, and even Helsinki. It's why your pizza shows up at your front door, not your neighbor's, because the bot knows exactly where it is. And here's where it gets really brilliant. This creates a powerful feedback loop. As a robot rolls down the street, its cameras are constantly scanning and feeding new, fresh pictures back into the system. So if a storefront changes or new construction pops up, the map updates itself in near real time. It's basically a living, digital version of the city that gets smarter every single day. So let's zoom out here, because this is about so much more than a game and getting pizza faster. This story really shows us something profound about how the future is being constructed right under our noses. This is the real prize. The company that owns this living, self-updating map of the world doesn't just own a better GPS. They own something that's starting to look a lot like the operating system for physical reality itself. The potential uses, from self-driving cars to augmented reality, are practically limitless. And this brings us to what might be the single biggest takeaway from this entire thing. For years, we've pictured AI being built in these sterile data centers by engineers. But this whole story proves that's not where the most valuable data sets are really coming from. They're being built by us, by millions and millions of regular people who have absolutely no idea they're even building anything at all. We are all, through our daily clicks and taps, providing the raw materials for the next wave of AI. So in the end, it turns out the rarest, most powerful catch wasn't Mewtwo or Charizard. The real legendary Pokémon was the massive, invaluable pile of geospatial training data we all collected for them along the way. And that leaves us with a fascinating and maybe a little unsettling question to think about. As you scroll and click and play on your devices today, what future are you accidentally building right now? What's the next Pokémon Go?